I haven't been in those circles
Mm-hmm.
where people had everybody had the same
Right.
mindset. And all it takes is having one person in the group that don't have that mindset, and they can kind of sabotage everybody
Everything.
else slowly.
That's
you know
when
what
you
I mean?
eliminate them.
Yeah.
The process of elimination.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. So remember that, people. All it takes is one bad seed, one bad one. You have to remove any bad seeds because it can ruin all the positive energy in there. Have you seen that analogy where they had like one bad apple next to another bad apple, and then with it sitting next to each other, the other apple was decaying because it was sitting right next to a decaying apple.
That sounds about right.
I was like, wow, that is really real in real
Right.
life. So.
No, seriously. As I get older and more mature, I'm like, you can love people, but sometimes from over there. You know what I'm saying?
That go for families too.
Whoever. My family, whoever loved me. That's how I feel.
Most definitely. I love that. So tell me, what is your inspiration? What inspires you, and what are you planning on after this? Or is there an after this? You might keep doing this forever.
I feel like I'm not gonna put myself in a box because I've gotten closer, like in my faith. So I feel like some things God is showing me about myself I didn't realize before. Like, I've always loved entertainment. My inspiration were the things that I seen and I enjoyed growing up. And I just, some things you're just naturally good at. But I've also noticed when I've been in these spaces, even before that, when I was younger in school and things like that, I've always noticed how people gravitated to me, especially women. Like, feeling comfortable with secrets and trusting me and coming to me and advice, and even being in these rooms with, different women, some of them famous, some people real successful. Right. And I'm like, the conversations that we end up having outside of entertainment. So I feel like God is calling me to, like, to kind of coach women.
That's good.
In a sense, like rebuilding. Because like I told you, I didn't always make the right decisions. I wasn't the worst person, but I got a late start, trying to have fun and do this and do that. And I learned a lot of things. So when I come across, some mature women and some younger, I'm like, hey, I talk to them like, don't think it's too late for you. You can do whatever you want to do. I completely rebuilt my entire life. Like, if you knew me back then, I used to be outside. Like, for real.
I can't even picture that. You keep saying that. I used to be outside.
You know the funny thing? The people who meet me now, they say the same thing. But I'm like, if you ask somebody from like 20 years ago, but I was everywhere, okay? Sunday to Sunday, DJ Chill announcing us on the mic in the club.
What?
Girl, I used to be outside. Well, Ricky Cricket had me come to it. Like, I was everywhere.
What?
Seriously.
Dang.
Seriously. So I get it. And I like to speak to, different generations of women, whatever I can, help them, encourage them. And then using your faith. Put God first. Put God first, and then just take steps. You know what I'm saying? To rebuild your life, because you can. Because the enemy, he'll try to make you think it's too late.
Right.
Because you made different mistakes. No, it's not. God can do anything with anybody at any given time.
At any time.
What made me so special? I done been in the room. I done did some stuff with Oprah and been on Steve Harvey. Like, me?
Rewind.
From the south side of Houston. You know what I'm saying?
What? Wait a minute. What did you do with Oprah?
So she had this event a few years ago when I was in Atlanta, and they chose 100. It was called 100 Black Women. So they chose 100 Black women. It was a series from all different walks of life. And so I got chose. I was able to share my story and just different things like that and different discussions. So they had like a panel with some famous women like Monica, just different people like that, Stacey Abrams. But they chose 100 different Black women from different walks of life to kind of share their story and just have different discussions. And I posted it before. I had to send you a clip. But I shared it. It was on OWN.
She just blessed, y'all. She blessed. Because I remember the story about Steve Harvey. You were selected on that one too, right?
Yeah, I was on Steve Harvey's show.
See, tell them how that happened. Because that's crazy. Like, what are the odds? That's like the lottery several times.
And it's so crazy because, like I said, putting God first and rebuilding your life. Before I moved to Atlanta, when I made my first vision board, because like I told you, I went through all these tragic things with my family and my dad and different things like that.